question. If you look to the Qur'an and you look to the teachings of Muhammad and you find that overall they support the belief in a single God, and that's the main message being offered over and over and over, that there is a God, giving you proof after proof after proof, there is a God, there is a God, there is a God, and He's one, He's one, He's one. You need to worship Him because He's going to ask you what you did with this life He gave you. There's going to be a judgment day. Is that bizarre? Is it? Or doesn't that sound like if there is a God, that's probably something like what He said? Huh? Is that the message? So where does all this other stuff come involved? Well, actually it's from two sides. There's two sides to every coin, right? And there's certainly two sides to a problem. The problem that we're looking at today is actually human beings. Islam actually is a very perfect and beautiful verb. The understanding and concept is very simple to understand. But Muslims, those who try to do it, aren't necessarily perfect, are they? Are they? No. So that's where the problem is going to come in. When Muslims don't follow Islam, then you're going to see deviation. You'll see things start to happen that are not correct. Likewise, when the other people claiming to follow their religion don't follow it correctly, you'll see the same kind of problem. Is that true? Okay. So you got two bad boys over here in the room and getting after it, but you're not going to blame their particular constitution or their country's beliefs or their religious beliefs on what they're doing, are you? Are you? Because you can't find anything, any substance for the argument. Now, here's something I want you to think about, and think about really hard. When someone will go to the trouble to purposely misquote. Now, I was ignorant, okay? That's bad enough to be ignorant. But when a person's knowledgeable, but they use their knowledge to corrupt and intentionally misrepresent something else with the concept that the end justifies the means, is this good or bad? Good or bad? Wow. Mr. Nixon found that out, didn't he? The end doesn't justify the means in this country, does it? You got to tell the truth regardless. And by the way, that's what the Qur'an says, the same thing. You have to speak the truth, even if it's against yourself. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught his followers that if you lie, you're not a believer. You're not going to paradise. Liars go to hell just like those who steal. It's a very serious offense in Islam, is to lie. This is not lightweight. Okay. Have you not seen or heard something from the Qur'an sounds like terrorism? It says, and kill them wherever you find them. Look at this, man. What a book of terrorism. How many of you heard about that? Not very many? Well, it's out there. Sooner or later you're going to get it in an email or see it on the internet or in an article. Some journalist is going to try to twist the story and going to say, see right there in the Quran. Right there. It says it. It's in Surah Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 190, 191. Actually, it says, and kill them wherever you find them, ... The word and means what? That's a conjunction. It means there's something that you just missed. You didn't get the and. What that? And what? Where did this come from? And then why is the ... Why don't you go on and say the rest of it? Because what it says in the verse before it in 190 is very clear. It's talking about people who are terrorizing you, killing you, destroying property, driving you out of your land. Then the order comes, you must stand up to them and do the same back to them. And, see what it says? And kill them and turn them out, just like they're doing to you. Read the verses in context. If you don't have a Quran, there's two ways you can get one. The Muslim Student Association here at Blacksberg have Qurans. Check it out. You guys got some Qurans, right or wrong? Huh? I want to be sure you have some. Otherwise, go to our internet website And you can get a free download, put it right on your computer. Anytime you want to refer to it, it's in English, it's in Arabic, and transliteration, so you can try to pronounce the words with English letters. You can see for yourself. You want to know the truth? Find out the truth and see. It says in the Qur'an about women, about your wives, and beat them. But again, notice the and is coming up here. Did you notice that? And? Beat them and ... Why? Because you don't want to read what's right before that. Because this particular ayah or verse of Qur'an is very beautiful, because it starts out saying that the men, now again, bad translation says, men are better than women. That's how it starts. And beat them is how it ends. Anybody got the Qur'an with you today? Anybody at all brought one with you? It's so beautiful when you read it. What it says is that the men are over the women in regard to maintenance and protection. Meaning the men have a higher degree of responsibility, meaning the men have to pay all the bills. The men in Islam are responsible for every single bill in the household. That means the rent or payment of the house is on the man 100%. Electricity, gas, water, insurance, whatever there is an expense with that house is the responsibility of who? The man. And protection of the women, the man. Because 1400 years ago there was a little bit of confusion about this amongst folks. They thought that there was something where they could take things away from a woman when they married her. Some thought they could take it all, others just took part of it. Kind of like community property state. But a woman doesn't have to worry about protecting herself from that kind of thing. If she inherits, she keeps it all. If she has wealth, it's all hers. If she makes any money, it's all hers. What percentage does a woman have to contribute to household expenses? Nil. Nada. Zap. Zip. Doodah. Nothing. How about that? How about that? In other words, ladies, you can say it. What's mine is mine, and some of yours is mine too. And she doesn't ever have to work. Well, I think women ought to be liberated. Isn't that liberation? Hello? Well, I don't know. Is it equal in Islam? Are women equal to men in Islam? We want women to be equal. Let me promise you something. Islam absolutely does not believe that women and men are equal. Absolutely not. How many of you think that's bad? Raise your hand. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Put it on up there and watch what happens next. Do you really think men are equal to women? Honest to God. Okay, are you a math student? You are? No? Because there's the equals mark. Equals means what? Exactly what's on this side is on the other side. Yes or no? Yes or no? So if you have an equation that says 1 plus 1, the other side has to say 2. Or else you're making a mistake. Am I right or wrong? Help me out here, guys. You guys are going to college. I'm just the old guy here. All right. You're going to like the answer. Don't panic, okay? Don't panic. I'm going to show you something. I want to first show you why it's important, and then I'm going to show you something better, inshallah, God willing. A man and a woman are not equal, very simply said, one statement, and then tell me how it's equal. Can a man give birth to a baby, yes or no? Okay, end the story. Because, no, I'm serious. Ladies, some of you never gave birth yet, okay? But after you do, you're going to look at that guy, you're going to say, there's no way he understands what this is all about. I remember asking my wife after she gave birth to my daughter, I was asking her, because she went through so much pain, she grabbed my thumb, right, and almost broke it. And I was trying to get out of it, breathe, breathe, let my hand go, breathe. You know, that Lamar's thing, you remember, right? Anyhow, I asked her, I said, what the heck was going on, man? You almost broke my thumb. She said, I don't remember a thing. I said, well, give me some idea. This pain must be horrible. She said, there's no way a woman can